Hey guys, welcome back to another video. In this week, we're going to be doing something a little different. This is going to be sort of a review slash reaction video, if you can say. This is probably the first time I've done one of these, but I'm going to be reacting to another YouTuber's video in regards to their recommendations and what they're currently doing. Now, the person that I'm going to be reviewing is Jen Peach. She's also mentioned that she has recovered from her own eating disorder, and she's obviously looking to help other people do the same. But that's not really the issue that lies within this video. It's more so her recommendations, whereby she's recommending that you can eat 4,000 calories per day and stay super lean without gaining any weight. And this is potentially very dangerous misinformation. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to play the video is going to pop up onto the screen, and then I'm going to pause it and give you some of my thoughts and things that you can start to think about when you're now viewing other people's videos, including my own as well. Now, if you're new here, my name is Shannon from Shannon Bellows Fitness. I'm here to make weight loss and training as easy and simple as possible. So before you do anything else, make sure you hit the subscribe and the like button, and let's get stuck straight into it.
Here is everything I eat in a day to build muscle and reach my 4,000 calorie intake. I had 6 meals, all 500 to 800 calories each. Mindfully tracking macros within a range and including meals out and untracked recipes each week to prevent.
Now, she just did mention that she was having between 600 and 800 calorie meals up to 6 days per week, which is going to get her very close to her 4,000 calories per day. And you can see the size of her. She is a very small, lean female. Now, there's nothing wrong with being a small, lean female, but I'm talking about the relevancy of her 4,000 calories per day versus the actual size that she is. But we'll go through this and we'll see what else she has to say.
Binge eating. In recovery from anorexia to restore my weight before my muscle building journey, I had 6 meals, 600 calories for snacks, and above 900 calories for meals. Now I'm focused on stabilizing my metabolism and maintaining muscle mass after the increased journey from a 2,500 calorie maintenance to a 4,000 calorie maintenance.
Now, as she's mentioned that she's increasing her or stabilizing her metabolism, whatever stabilizing your metabolism means, I'm not too sure. Your metabolism is a bit of a moving target, but is actually very highly predictable. You can pretty much go onto any website and use any calculator, and it's going to give you a very accurate recommendation in terms of what your metabolism and how many calories you burn in a day is going to be. Now, just based off her size, and I think the fact that she's on the road to recovery and she's recovering from anorexia is amazing. That's fantastic news. But my main concern with this is it's highly misleading in regards to the amount of food she's actually eating versus what she would actually be eating in a day. So it sort of gives me the idea that she is still sort of, I suppose, not really admitting to the fact of the actual amount of food she's truly eating, which can still be a sign of previous eating disorder issues. So we'll continue on and see what else there is to look at.
I no longer track macros after the year of tracking that allowed me to understand nutrition, to heal my relationship with food, enjoy new recipes and more food without fear, and to reach my fitness goals. Today, I no longer need to increase my food every week as I maintain a toned, healthy body that I love, as I am no longer building a lot of muscle mass. I have now fully healed IBS, which was not just a secondary symptom of disordered eating. I had it before my disordered eating, but I wanted to make sure it wasn't from just the disordered eating, so I healed my relationship with food first. Then I focused on healing my gut, and I am now fully free from all IBS symptoms. At a lower body fat, gaining muscle would cause you to lose muscle if you do not increase your intake.
Now, I just want to quickly touch on the fact that she's mentioning that she cured her own IBS and or gut issues. Now, anytime anyone mentions anything to do with gut issues and the fact that they can cure their own issues, or they can even cure your issues, run away as fast as you possibly can, because it is almost impossible to give someone an exact diagnosis of any, I suppose, microbiome or gut issues that you may have. There are experts in the world who still don't know how the gut works. We're only still just starting to learn, understand, and get more information in terms of how your bowels work, how your gut works, how your body is still digesting the food and how it's assimilated in terms of the microbiome and how it actually digests everything. So if there's any imbalances or any intolerances or anything like that, consult an expert, someone who is medically qualified to give you medical information regarding those issues. So if it's your online average PT coach who's saying that they can cure your bloating and gut issues, run as far away as you possibly can.
Now eat the same amount but in 3 large abundant meals and with a lot more carbs and no protein powder. And I do less intense training to prevent losing or gaining any muscle. I'll be doing an update soon.
Now that was also a bit of a weird statement in regarding to her training. So she was saying that she does very short sessions to, I suppose, gain and prevent gaining and losing muscle. So she's trying not to gain any more muscle, but she's not trying to lose any muscle. So I'm assuming she's trying to maintain. Anytime you go into a gym and you lift a weight, the sole purpose of you going into the gym is to build muscle. If you're lifting a heavier weight than last time, yes, you'll be building muscle. Now, yes, you can coast. You can just basically go in and just go through the daily motions, and you can maintain your muscle mass. But in her video, she's saying that she has gained a significant amount of muscle, and this takes years. Now, granted, if she was under eating for an extremely long period of time, she would have been malnutritioned, and then any muscle gain that she has gotten would come quite fast, because if your body's going from a semi-starved state, you're not getting much food at all, to then eating enough food and doing weight training, your body is going to normalize. It's going to get to sort of a healthy weight for your activity and the food that you're eating. But we'll see as this video goes along, the more information in regards to her actual specifics on training and the amount of food that she's eating.
Soon on my bodybuilding goals changing. Each week I will continue to share what I ate on my muscle building journey, as I did film this entire year of growth. I really hope that all can give you meal ideas and allow you to have the forever food freedom that I have achieved after disordered eating. For my entire journey and exactly how I eat and train now, link in bio for free class on how to get toned and eat above 2,500 calories consistently without fear and heal your relationship with food for good. Breakfast is overnight oats. This is 2 cups of raw oats with 2 tablespoons of flax, 3 tablespoons of chia seeds, and a whole chopped up apple. And then I added lots and lots of peanut butter. I did not measure it. I just threw on a ton of peanut butter. Based on like measuring in the past, it doesn't matter. We want to get more fats in, more calories in, and then another apple on the side. I threw the oats in the fridge overnight, soaked in coconut milk, and now we have topped it with delicious dark chocolate and more cinnamon. I did add cinnamon the night before in the mixture as well. Apple, cinnamon, oats with dark chocolate and peanut butter. Who does not want that? I used to only like cooked oats, and when...
Now, exactly what she said. Who doesn't want that? I would love to eat like this and be shredded. But it's simply not going to be the case. So if this specific meal is going to be about 600 to 800 calories, to give you an idea, I'm a 6-foot male. I weigh about 77 kilos, which is what, times that by 170-ish pounds, I think it is. I think it's like 2.4. For me to lose weight, I need to be eating 1,800 calories a day. This would be half of my daily intake in calories. Just this one meal, okay? She's selling the idea of things that you would love to eat on your diet, which, don't get me wrong, yes, you can eat anything you want on your diet and lose weight, provided it fits your calories. But who wouldn't love to eat peanut butter and chocolate in the morning for breakfast, feel absolutely full and amazing, eat 4,000 calories a day and get shredded? Let's go.
When I had the raw oats at first, I didn't really like them, but then I got used to them, and now it's like a texture that I love. To adjust, you can always throw this in the microwave the day after, and it will make a baked oatmeal, and you still get to eat a lot more oats with less volume, which is why I love overnight oats. About an hour later, I went for a walk and did client calls. I do not go for walks right away after meals because in the past, like when you are recovering from disordered eating, it will cause you to feel stressed about like needing to move after, and I didn't want to have that. So I always rest at least an hour after meals. Before doing any sort of movement, it allows me to digest, and then I'm not getting stressed when I eat, which would cause the bloating. So if you're going for a walk to stop the bloating, like maybe the walk is the reason you feel that, and if you are to just sit for an hour, like the fullness will pass, you won't have that guilt. So I like to just sit after a meal, let the fullness pass, then I just go for walks for gentle movement on client calls. Right after movement, we fueled up with this morning snack of a delicious smoothie bowl. The smoothie base for the best consistency is 1 cup of frozen pineapple, 2 fresh banana, and then you blend it with the 5 dates, 2 cups of spinach, and 1 can of coconut milk. Super simple and so sweet and so delicious. Bowl does not get better than this. All the frozen berries on top, pineapple, peaches, mangoes, and fresh banana. For lunch, I had a kale salad base mix with 2 cups of cooked quinoa, 1 cup of sweet potato, 200 grams of tofu, and lots more peanut butter that's mixed together with maple syrup, and then the cooked beets, and then a little bit of lime on the side. The tofu is cooked in tamari and soy sauce, and the dressing is super simple. 2 tablespoons of any nut butter and 2 tablespoons of maple syrup. Thin it with water and add it to any salad, any meal you enjoy.
Now that's a lot of food. That's a huge amount of food. Now, a lot of people are going to watch this, look at her before and after photos, really think the fact that if she's so small and if she's vegan, that maybe I'm vegan and I can be that small and eat the same way that she does. The unfortunate fact is it's really just it's just a lie. It really is someone just completely lying to their audience and giving them misinformation. And this is partly why the fitness industry is the way that it is. So you always have to be very careful of people in terms of people who you listen to, what information that they give. You have to have a filter on at all times. Now, I'm not saying that you should stop listening to other people. It's always good to get different perspectives and different ideas from different people, different recipes, things that you can try, different types of workouts. But never take anything as absolute, apart from the fact that if you want to lose weight, it's a calorie deficit. That is and always will be 100% true. And the rest you just filter through in terms of what you do like, what you don't like, and make it fit your plan. So we'll continue on and see what else she has to say.
I then did a 30-minute back and biceps home workout that I filmed to share with you guys super soon. I either do an hour in the gym or a 30-minute circuit style training because you don't have to rest in between sets, so you can get an amazing burn in as little as 30 minutes versus an hour in the gym when you're having those rest periods and training like a lot heavier. Post-workout, nice cream bowl.
So she does mention that she may train up to an hour in the gym. How much rest time she has in between her exercises and what kind of full body training session she's doing, I have no idea. But from the way that she was training in that clip, she'd be lucky, very lucky to be burning 150 to maybe 250 calories in a quick back biceps half an hour session. This is what I tell my clients. Exercise is just a bonus to your fat loss efforts. Don't worry about the calories that you burn during exercise. But that style of training, just a little bit of back, a little bit of biceps, really doesn't burn that many calories. In fact, most exercise really doesn't burn that many calories. So when someone's saying that they can eat 4,000 calories a day and train like that and look like that, it's a lie. It's a straight up lie.
We've got 4 frozen bananas blended with vanilla protein, and then I added more vanilla protein on top, and then half of the nice cream blend was blended with blueberry. Dinner is this amazing, simple pasta that I make all the time during my muscle building journey, like absolute staple. There's gonna be the recipe coming super soon on this of the texture of lentil pasta, and it has lots of carbs and lots of protein. And then I added the edamame, and then I added corn for some more carbs, and then tomatoes and peppers and everything mixed up in the sauce with some soy sauce or tamari, which is gluten-free, topped with lots of hummus, which I dipped every single bite of this delicious pasta.
Now, if you're like me and you're looking at the size of that plate, so that looks like a typical dinner plate, that's again a lot of food. I would struggle to eat that much food in one sitting, and that's probably close to, I don't know, 700-800 calories just from the looks of it. I would struggle to get that amount of food in, let alone a very small, tiny female. So, and again, look, I'm not saying that she couldn't do it, but if you're looking at all the meals consecutively together, so these are the meals that she's eating in an entire day, just one day, that's a lot of food. It is a lot of food. And to give you some perspective, in terms of a 4,000 calorie diet, that's the amount of calories that professional bodybuilders, male bodybuilders who are, above 6 foot, who are shredded, diced on stage, 6% body fat, you can see the veins popping out of their head. That would be what they eat in their off season. So this is the amount of calories that they would be eating when they're not trying to lose weight. This is when they're trying to gain weight. Professional bodybuilders, which is ridiculous.
Into the hummus jar as I was eating this dinner. This is super tasty with any whole grain pasta you have as well. This is also super delicious on sweet potatoes with like avocado or on toast. Then in the evening before bed, I had 2 pieces of toast, and this is a mixture of tahini and chocolate protein, which you can find in the link below. And in the Peachy family, you can get all discounts on my proteins. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video and can enjoy some chocolate toast today. Nourish yourself abundantly, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.
All right, so as you can see, there's a lot of misinformation out on the internet. So the thing is, depending on the person's audience and how large that these people get, they can sometimes have millions and millions and millions of subscribers and promote information like this. And it can affect hundreds and hundreds of thousands of people. It can create eating disorders. Yes, possibly it may fix some. I highly doubt it, especially if people are trying to lose weight. Generally, that's what people are trying to do. You just got to be really selective and be careful about the types of content that you're consuming, and just fact checking and just making sure it's accurate. So here on my channel, so SBF Coaching or Shannon Billows Fitness Coaching, we follow an evidence-based approach, which basically means that if the evidence isn't there to support the founding or what I'm trying to say, then I don't talk about it. Or if I don't have enough knowledge or information on the topic, I generally personally stay away from those topics. So I personally wouldn't be talking about eating disorders because I'm not medically qualified to do so. So whenever you're talking to someone who has, if you have an eating disorder, if you're talking to someone who says that they can fix your eating disorder, make sure that they're accredited and they're being properly qualified for you to get the correct help that you need. Now, when it comes to the weight loss side of things, and you're watching videos like this and you're trying to get inspiration, and you feel like that you're eating, next to no food, let's say it's 1,200 or 1,300 or 1,400 calories, and then you see someone like this promoting a 4,000 calorie diet, the only thing that this is going to do is cause you to gain weight. It's not going to cause you to lose weight, which is going to make it much, much more frustrating and more difficult for you in the long run because someone is selling you misinformation. All right, so that's all I've got to say. If you found this video interesting or helpful, if you want me to do more of these, send some videos through, because I like looking at other people's content. It gives me ideas in terms of what I can do in the future. And if it's really misleading or misinformation out there, then it gives me a chance to talk to you and explain to you my thought process and just break it down into simple terms that people can understand, so you can get the results that you want and you can sort the crap from the valuable information that's available online. Thank you for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.